Hi, my name is Adam Coombs and I'm a success rep at Unamo. And today we'll be talking about mobile rankings within Unamo SEO, and factors that are relevant to mobile rankings in general within the search engines. So with that being said, let's get started. So what are mobile rankings? Mobile rankings are the ranking positions of keywords from queries or searches in the search engines that come from mobile device. Over 60% of searches now come from mobile devices, and this is why Google and other search engines have responded to this rapid increase with a lot of algorithm updates and changes to how they prioritize the rankings of websites within mobile search. Simply, if your website does not have a properly functioning mobile version, your mobile rankings are going to suffer. So this all started with Mobilegeddon. In April 2015, Google released a new algorithm update that reflected user behavior from mobile devices more accurately, and it gave priority to mobile-friendly websites in the search engine result pages. In November of 2016, Google released information that mobile-first indexing would gradually be implemented starting in 2017. Eventually, Google will split their indexing by mobile-first and desktop versions of websites. Basically, the mobile-first approach does not mean that if you don't have a mobile site, your desktop site will suffer. What it means is that they index mobile ranking websites first, mobile content first, and then desktop content after. If you don't have a mobile site, they will still crawl your desktop website. However, your desktop website will not rank as high for mobile searches that have content from mobile websites from other companies. So, internet mobile usage engagement over the last 9 years. You can see in 2008, it was only about 2.7%, and it's been increasing for the next 7 years, and you can see how that trend probably increases until today. Basically, with our involvement with technology and our need to have information up to the minute every day, our reliance on especially mobile devices has increased a lot, from local searching to how we interact with people on a day-to-day basis. We use mobile devices constantly within our everyday lives. So how are mobile devices used differently from desktop devices? For desktop devices, they're used more during the work hours and daytime. Most people use desktop devices for their everyday jobs. In general, more knowledge-based queries come from desktop devices. Best cities to vacation in June. How can I buy new red shoes for a discount for Christmas? Where is the best wrapping paper to get in the South Bay, for example. A higher number of branded queries, so branded meaning companies that have specific brands, and desktop is also the preferred method to purchase items and products. For mobile devices, they're used more in the morning and evenings when you're on your way to work, or on your way home, or you're about to fall asleep, or when you wake up. Usually we check our mobile devices in those situations. You're more likely to specify location when you're searching. This is because sometimes when out and about, we want the most specific location information that is available to us, whether it's the nearest gas station, closest McDonald's, and things like that. So we use the mobile devices for those. This is also typical for assistance-based query, who, what, where, when, why, how, to solve a current problem. If you've ever been in a bar and you're having an argument with somebody about who invented the light bulb, it's only a quick couple words away on a search, and there you go. And this is why the preferred method for searching and the preferred device. Here you can see the hourly usage, again in the mornings and typically during transport periods of people going to work. Mobile and tablets are more used, and in the middle of the day, desktop reigns supreme because people are at work and they use these devices during working hours. And then again, mobile and devices have a slightly higher use rate than desktop devices, as people are at home and going to bed, or also going home transport. So with keywords, long tail or short tail keywords. With desktop devices, you have more long tail keywords. As we gave the example before, where is the best place to vacation in June? This is something you might see commonly with desktop devices, whereas mobile devices feature more short tail keywords. Who invented the light bulb? Where is stuff like this? You can optimize content for more desktop purposes, and you can optimize more content for mobile purposes. And you can do this in the way that you design your website, which we will discuss in a little bit. So yeah, this report is taken from Yahoo, but you will see similar trends like this related across all search engines. Yeah. So there's 3 types of mobile web designs. This is how you would design your website. So the first is responsive web design. You have the same URL and the same HTML code, but it just adjusts the display according to screen size. So no matter what, you have one website, and if I'm viewing this from a desktop, it'll give me the version of that website to fit my desktop screen, and if I find your website from mobile, it will give me the version of your website to fit my mobile screen. All it does is send the HTML code through the CSS, and the CSS readjusts the size to fit my device. The pros to this are there's no HTML codes changes, so you have to just design one type of website, same content, and the CSS will fit it to the screen. It's less expensive, and it's only one URL, so it's less of a headache in that way. The cons to this are it's tied to your main website, so if your main website goes down, mobile users will also experience the stop of your website. So that can be a problem, and also mobile styling can take longer to load for responsive web design. That's why you should probably use AMP, Accelerated Mobile Project, to speed up the loading time of your mobile website, or your website in general. The second type is dynamic serving. It's the same URL, but you have different HTML depending on the device and browser. What dynamic serving does is that it's based on a device-to-device basis. So you'll have HTML code that's specifically for your mobile devices, and you'll have HTML code that's specifically for your desktop devices. Dynamic serving and also separate URLs, you can use what's called the vary HTTP header or vary user agent. What this does, it tells the search engines that this page, while still essentially the same page on your website, might feature different content. And this is how you can optimize certain keywords that are just for mobile users and certain keywords that are just for desktop users. This is a good way to go if you're seeking to optimize for SEO purposes. You can design it with less so that users on mobile devices can navigate easier through your website. For example, most mobile websites will probably have less images than their desktop versions, just because the mobile device is smaller and more images make it difficult for readers to see content. Same with backlinks. There's typically less backlinks within mobile versions because those links can take up space and become kind of distracting. And yeah, cons to dynamic serving, it's more expensive. You're essentially creating 2 different web pages. It's the same URL, but you still have different content going to each. And the problem with vary HTTP headings or user agents is that you have to constantly update them. If there's a new device coming out, it may not read it as a mobile device, and if it's a mobile user searching your website from this new device, your HTTP vary might read it as a desktop user, and that'll send them to the desktop version, which is not good for users. They might get frustrated and leave, which will eventually hurt your bounce rate. So that could be the problem with dynamic serving. You have to strictly pay attention to it and keep updating it along when a new device comes out. Yeah, multiple or separate URLs. This is essentially creating 2 different web pages. The same web page, 2 different URLs. So if I have mywebsite.com, that's my desktop version, and then I have m.mywebsite.com for my desktop, my mobile version. Again, you can optimize content differently, so you can give content that's specifically for mobile users and content that's typically for desktop users. This doesn't mean, of course, that if your desktop website is mywebsite.com/red giraffes, your desktop page talks about red giraffes, but for the same mobile URL, it talks about pink pigs. That's going to be a problem. So the content should be always high quality, but it should be similar, albeit with different changes and small nuances into how you optimize your content for users with different devices. You can also, the cons for separate URLs are it's more expensive. Again, you're creating 2 different websites, and it can complicate SEO purposes if you don't do it correctly. For mobile content and desktop content, you should always strive to hit your keywords and attract users from the search engines. But again, with mobile content, it's shorter tail keywords, so you should optimize accordingly. And if you optimize your website correctly and in a good way that attracts readers and also is good for the search engines, there's no reason you can't rank high enough to reach your goals. Also, out of all three of these, Google Google recommends that you use responsive web design. However, it does not favor one or the other. So no matter what you choose, it will not affect your ranking as long as it's working correctly and users don't get frustrated and have issues with it. Tips on making your site mobile friendly according to Google. Make sure you inform Google of your newly formatted mobile friendly page. You can do this by going to Google Search Console and inputting your mobile URL or the URL for your website. That'll make sure they index your page and it shows up for mobile searches. Mobile only 404s. Some sites will show an error page for users that are trying to access desktop content from mobile devices. If you do have mobile friendly pages, you should make sure they're redirected accordingly so that users that are on mobile devices get sent to the proper pages. Fast loading page speed. Again, accelerated mobile project for Google can help you increase your site speed and your page speed, which will really help users get to the content quickly. Users that can't get the content quickly usually leave or bounce from your website, which of course can hurt your bounce rate. You should always check crawl errors on Search Console to see if there's any speed issues or 404s that are pertaining to your mobile website. Ensure that your content is playable from HTML5. Some mobile devices are incapable of playing certain kinds of video content such as Flash, so users that can't see your mobile content, video content, may become frustrated and leave again. Google recommends that you use HTML5 for your mobile websites. You can use Google Web Designer to post your video content using HTML5. This will make sure that users can always view the content and that there aren't any issues with the mobile website. Implement proper redirects. Again, make sure that users that want to get to the mobile pages can get to the mobile pages and desktop users see the desktop pages. This is, again, can be a common problem if you're using dynamic serving or separate URLs. Always make sure that you're up to date with devices and that they redirect those devices to the correct pages. Be careful with interstitials. Interstitials are any unwanted pop-ups or content that obstructs a reader from viewing it, especially on a mobile device. Sometimes when you're going on a mobile page, you might get a pop-up about an ad or to sign up for something, and it covers all the content. It's not easy to get rid of. Google, about 4 weeks ago, came out with a penalty. So if your website does feature these interstitials, you will be penalized. However, there are some interstitials that are okay to use. If it's just a small kind of drop-down that just hangs above the fold and can be easily clicked away, that's all right. Also, there's interstitials that have to do with legal parameters. So if you have an interstitial that says, are you old enough to view this content? Yes or no, that's totally fine. Those are legal. You have a legal obligation to do that. But if you need more on interstitials, you can go to Google and check their webmaster's blog, and they have a whole list of interstitials, what's okay and what's not. Use legible font sizes. Some of us, may have our eyes in contact, and we might be able to read everything fine, even if it's small font, but some people don't. So make sure that the font you use can be read by everybody so that they can see your content. Also, keep a good distance between touch elements. Not all of us have fingers the size of a 5-year-old kid, so some of us have bigger thumbs, myself included. So make sure you put enough space in between the elements so that people, when they click on them with their thumbs, especially on smartphones, they can click the right link that they want. A few more tips. Again, check Google Search Console mobile usability to uncover any factors affecting the usability of your site. The content quality of your mobile and desktop website should be the same. That's quality. Again, you can somewhat change a little bit of the content so that you're optimized more for mobile or desktop users if you're using dynamic serving or separate URLs. Again, optimize for mobile keywords. Here, mostly short tail keywords are more predominant, especially in terms of search volume for mobile search. However, people can get to your website in all sorts of ways. If you have good content and making sure it's user-friendly, it's a great way to go. Make sure your local SEO is sorted to enhance your mobile SEO. Again, local SEO and mobile SEO go together like peanut butter and jelly. People that are always out on mobile devices are usually searching for things they already know, or how to get somewhere, or where to go, that kind of thing. So using them together will enable you to optimize your mobile content for local SEO, and you'll rank higher for people searching for local items or products or services. If you need to know more about local SEO, you can visit unamo.com/university, and we have a SEO section with a lot of articles and local SEO especially. Same thing with mobile SEO. There's an article section there on our university page that has to do with more about Unamo, mobile SEO, and mobile SEO ranking factors in general. Okay. So how to check if your website is mobile friendly? You can take the Google Mobile Friendly test. Just type in Google Mobile Friendly test in Google, and you can enter your URL, and it will tell you if your page is mobile friendly. If not, then you have to go back to your webmaster or developer and ask them, why is this not mobile friendly? So to turn on mobile tracking in Unamo, first thing you have to do is log in, of course. Then you can go to your account settings, which is in the top right. Click on that. Then you'll go and you'll see pricing and products down on the left. Click that, and then you'll be taken to your pricing and products section, and you can click on customize. If you click on customize, you'll see add features. Here you can add features, and you can scroll down to mobile results. Once you enable mobile results, that will enable it for your SEO count. You will still have to individually go into each campaign and turn it on the campaigns that you want to track mobile results for. So after you turn it on, you can go back to the platform. You'll see desktop over here. However, make sure if you haven't done it already, you turn on mobile results per campaign. You can do this by going to the campaign, go to manage campaigns, manage campaign, scroll down to turn on mobile results, turn it on, and make sure you save your changes. If you don't save your changes, you still won't be able to access it. So save your changes, and then you can go back to the campaign and view it how it is on the screen right now. Here you can just see desktop. You have your desktop results here. And here is mobile. We have our mobile results here as well. And here you have desktop versus mobile. This will allow you to see desktop and mobile rankings put together. And you can see if one of your website's device sources the content needs to be edited or changed to rank better. Obviously, you can see for certain keywords, we're ranking better in mobile than we are in desktop, and so on and so forth. So yeah, this is a really good way to pinpoint areas you need to improve in, and you can optimize your content accordingly. To create reports, go to the report section, ranking results. You can choose desktop or mobile. We currently don't have desktop versus mobile. However, that's hopefully going to be a feature in the future. So please bear with us. And yeah, so great. Thank you guys so much. If you have any questions, you can reach us at support@unamo.com or success@unamo.com. Again, we also have a lot of written materials on our university page. That's unamo.com/university. You can read about mobile rankings, local SEO, conversion rate optimization, and social media there. And yeah, thank you very much, and see you next time.